Just got into the Coeur d'Alene National Forest, and I have about probably an hour and a half to go until we get to where we want to camp and start scouting. So I'm here with little Willie. Time to stick it in four-wheel drive for this one. It's pretty cool down there. Lily got a little car sick from all these bumps in the road. Now she's gonna clean up her mess. Nasty. And she puked all over my phone. Good times. And check out this view. So we're getting closer. So I'm just coming up on this valley over here. Alright, so this is the camping spot we found. There's a Jeep, and there's like a little fire pit and a little log that somebody cut off to make a stool, so pretty awesome. And I think there's water right over here, so I'll walk down there in a minute. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet place. And we get the tent set up and get some firewood and get everything rocking and rolling here. Right, Lily? Alright, we got the tent all staked out, and now we want to, I guess, get the bed in there and then go for some firewood. And then we'll go explore this area a little bit. Awesome. Right, Lily? Alright, so we crossed over the river, and there's this trail that goes through up the other ridge and over into some valleys. So I don't know if you can kind of hear down there is the river. So we're just going up this trail here. Totally out of breath. Need to get in better shape for sure. Alright, so we came across some scat. I have no idea what kind it is. It doesn't look like from a horse, so it must be from something else. And Lily thinks it's food, so to make sure she doesn't eat it. Right, Lily? Good thing you didn't eat that before you threw up my Jeep. Found a pretty cool spot here. There's like this cliff here. I'm not going to go near the edge. Let's check out the zoom on the camera. All right. There's the river. Let's see if we see anything up there. What's that? Alright, we're coming up on this canyon here, so there's another ridge over here. So I guess let's check the map out and see where we're headed here. Alright, so I think we're kind of right where my thumb is. There's that little dotted red line. That's the trail we're on. And we're going to cross over here. So I guess this bends to the right. Then we cross over and then back around. Alright, we just crossed over this little creek. And there's like some crazy cliff up there. Let me zoom in on it. Because I can. Check that out. But this trail is getting pretty dense here. Barely a trail. But it's definitely a trail here. I'm gonna keep following it. So I'm by this crazy cliff. I'm actually standing on a cliff. There's the water down there. So I don't want to be out here for too long because I don't want to be walking back at dark. But I'll probably go for a little while longer and see where this goes. I think it just kind of follows the river. I don't know if it goes up into any of these ridges or not. I'm gonna collect some water from this little stream here, this river. Don't drink it, Lily. So I got some water from the stream down there, and I got this cool filter from Walmart. Actually, it was like $18. It's called the Sawyer Mini. So let's see if we can filter some water from this nasty river water. It's actually pretty clean, but they say you shouldn't drink it, so I will definitely not drink it. It's cool because it fits right on any like drinking bottle. And then okay. So then you just squirt it in. It actually comes out pretty quick too. Let's taste it. Not bad. So I finally got my stove to work. I had to take the windscreen away. And so this is a Fancy Feast cat food can with some holes drilled in the side and denatured alcohol. So now we're heading out. We're going to the other spot to go take a trail on top of a bunch of ridges. So I found bumped into another guy who came this way yesterday, which is way better than the way I came. So it should be a smoother ride and a quicker drive. So we were driving to the other spot, and I saw this little trail off the side of the road, so I went down it. And I found this cool little campsite here, so I might check this one out next time. And the river is down this way, so we're gonna go see what's down there. So that trail opens up to this. It's like that shot from Jurassic Park. There's some trails. Alright, so we just finished coming up this trailhead. It took about 25 minutes. It was pretty strenuous for me because I'm freaking afraid of heights. There's always like a cliff on one side and it's real bumpy. But we made it up here. So here's the trail. So we're going to head down that probably like 2 or 3 miles. And there's a bunch of peaks. I don't know if you can kind of see them through the trees. I think the trail, you can't really see them, goes down to the peaks. We want to check those out and see what we can see. One thing I'm learning is that this is steep country out here. And it's not like when you look at it on Google Maps and it looks real easy, like, oh, I'll be able to hike to that top of that hill and then get up here and all that stuff. Man, this is tough. I mean, this is steep right here. I don't know if you could tell, but like it's either a trail or real steep and real thick with brush. So I'm going to keep going and see if there's any spots that are a little bit flatter or whatever I could get to. Because there's no way I'd be able to hunt on this. Even if I did, if I got like an elk down there somewhere, there's no way I'd be able to get it out. So I keep finding these little prints. Actually, they're not so little. There's my shoe. And then there's some scat. So I'm not sure what made that. Maybe a bear? I have no idea. Here's some older stuff with mold on it. I think the other one was a lot more fresh than that. There's actually a bunch of it. This looks like a rub, or maybe an elk rubbed his antlers on the tree. Looks like there might be a game trail right here, going back into the woods. Alright, we're going off trail. It's almost impossible to be quiet in here because of all these sticks on the ground. And this looks like a good place where I could hunt. The land is, fairly flat. It's close to a trail, and probably a few miles from my Jeep on the trail, so it's a real easy hike back if I get something down. I don't know if it's a good spot for elk, but we'll see. They kind of remind me of chickens. Wonder if they're like some kind of wild chicken. They don't look like turkeys. It's only a chicken, right? Watch out, chickens. You're gonna get eaten, chicken. Jeez. They don't seem to be too scared. Wow, they're still hanging out. Alright, Lily. We're heading back towards the Jeep now. I'm pretty freaking wiped out. Halfway through, I realized I left my spot locator back at the Jeep. So I had to go back and get it, and then we went in. So I'm guessing we probably went about 7 or 8 miles, there and back. So I'm pretty fried. This view is freaking awesome. Alright, so that's it for the trip. We're going to head back down. So we have to go down this crazy trail for about a half hour, then we'll be on some normal road. So I can't wait for that because I hate driving on that stuff. Alright, so that's it for this trip. I guess I learned maybe a few good spots to hunt, and where not to go, or where I thought I could go, but where I actually can't go because it's inaccessible, and just how hard it is to get around this area up here. It's not as easy as looking at a map on the computer and thinking, oh, I'll just hike up to this spot here and go down this valley here, and no way. But it was a lot of fun, right, Lily? He's all done. All right.